Welcome to the series Reading the Bible Daily in a Year with
Mari.
and Less. This is day 1, and today we're going to be covering chapters Genesis 1 to 3. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so at first it starts off with God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. Everything was dark and shapeless. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And y'all, He didn't just create everything randomly. Every day had a purpose. And at the 6th day, He created mankind in His image. Every day had a purpose. He created the sky and the oceans and the plants and the animals and everything that He made. He said it was good. Okay, so now we're moving on to Genesis 2. We're on the 7th day, and God is resting on the 7th day, but He's also blessing the 7th day. And He's just rejoicing in all the work, all the good work that He has done in the last 6 days. He's already told us that He made humans in His image, but now He's going to tell us how He created the first man, who He called Adam.
How he do that?
So Adam, He made him from dust,
Mhm.
and then He breathes life into him. And He puts him in the Garden of Eden, and He puts him to work. But I think this is to show that there's a relationship between mankind and earth. We're supposed to take care of the earth. So He puts Adam to work in the Garden of Eden, and He gives him instructions. He says, "Look, all of this is for you. You can eat from every tree except from the tree of knowledge. If you eat from the tree of knowledge, you will die." Period. And then God says something is not good. Up until this point, He has said everything that He has done has been good, but says it's not good for man to be alone. So I will create a suitable helper for you. And this is where He creates his wife, a woman who later we call Eve. He puts Adam to a deep sleep. And when he's asleep, He takes a rib out of him. And from there, He forms a woman. So then He places both of them in the Garden of Eden. They're supposed to live happily ever after. He also tells us the design for marriage. He says, man is to leave his father and mother and join his wife. They become one. Great, right? This is a great story. So now we move on to Genesis 3, where the plot thickens. It starts off with a serpent. It also says that the serpent is the craftiest of all animals. This serpent tricks Eve into eating from the Garden of Eden. Y'all remember, what did God say?
Don't eat.
You can't eat.
Because you will?
You will die. So the serpent tricks Eve into eating from the tree of knowledge. And the thing is, he's not even that smart. He just uses God's words against Eve. He says, "Did God really say?" And then she starts looking at the tree like, "Actually, that looks kind of good." This is just an example to show how the enemy can turn something so simple, use God's own words against you, and how he starts making temptation look pretty. That's what he does to Eve. So what does Eve do? She eats the tree of knowledge, and then she gives it to her husband Adam. Like, the thing is, God told you not to eat it, and then you eat it. Okay, moving on. So he eats it, and then they both realize that they're naked, and then they go and hide. But God knows everything. He already knows what happened. So He comes and He starts calling Adam. They're hiding. He gets them out. God starts saying, "What happened? Why are you hiding?" Because what? Now there's shame. And before they were sinless. So God says, "I told you not to eat from the tree of knowledge, and you ate from it." And then what do they start doing? They start blaming each other. Adam starts blaming Eve. Eve starts blaming the serpent, and there's no responsibility, no accountability. Then God says, "I told you, so here are the consequences." He curses the serpent, and then He kicks Eve and Adam out of the garden, doesn't let them back in, and then He tells them that they're gonna live in sin forever. Forever, y'all. It was supposed to be happily ever after, but then this chapter want to come in, stress us out. So then here we are. Anyway, that wraps it up. That's it. Episode 1 is done. You're gonna have to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do day 2, covering chapters 4 through 7. Can't wait to have you back for Bible and so bring your tecito or cafecito. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.
Bye.